What's up? This is Bobby.
This is Vinny.
And this is Cory.
And we're Six Gun Sound. We're from Houston, Texas. Well, how we kind of got started was me and my brother were raised in a real musical family, and we really wanted to play music from about as far back as we could remember, maybe 5 years old, which is around when we started. My dad was a guitar player from back in the day. You know, he played classic rock and heavy metal, and you know, a lot of our first influences came from him. It was a learning process right off the bat of even what we wanted to play. It was, what genre do you play when you're in a place like Southern Texas and there's so much. I mean, you walk out your door and there's country music down the street, there's heavy metal down the street, there's classic rock, there's blues, Tejano music. I mean, there's just so much of a plethora to choose from. It really started forging our style from a really young age.
From an early age, I was always obsessed with the blues, and growing up in Texas, it was a perfect thing for me to start off. And then I really got into music like Pantera and Rush. I mean, really, those are the two bands that I think me and my brother, anyway, could say influenced us the most. And from an early age, we aspired to be like those guys, to be, especially Rush, to be the three-piece that sounds like a monstrous rock production. You know, we always wanted to be that. And I think once we got Cory in on bass, we really found our sound. It's a very good mix of heavy metal, blues, classic rock. It's a music that can touch a whole breadth of audience, I think.
I started playing music when I was about 13 years old, and my dad being a drummer and having instruments and drums to bang around on. Growing up, you know, kind of opened my eyes to the music, and I started playing guitar when I was probably about 13. And some of my early influence musically is, you know, I was kind of more into the heavy metal and thrash metal and stuff, but I have an interest and love for all kinds of music, and all types really inspired me and, you know, kind of developed my style.
Sold into slavery, the bondage and the chains, laid upon the master's table to honor in his name. All the walls we built up and armored with the hate.
My dad put a guitar in my hands when I was 5 years old. That's one thing that this band is so blessed with, is our family supports us so much. A lot of musicians don't have the family support system that we do, but a lot of parents will tell their kids, you know, oh, playing drums or playing guitar, that's a waste of time. But we always had the parents that were like, if you devote yourself to it, you know, you can make a living doing it. And me and my brother really, you know, we fell off the tracks. We had a chance when we were 14, 15 years old to really make something out of our music as just a brother duo group. And we kind of fell off into drugs and drinking and partying, and, you know, really got into the depths of some really bad things in high school. And consequently, the music was taken away from us because of that by a father who loved us. At the time, we didn't think he loved us. Like, if you love us, how can you take the music away? But it really opened our eyes to what we had, because those years that we went without it,
torture.
It was torture.
Then one day, and I swear, all bands probably know this, it is harder to pick a good name for your band than it is
so hard
to write a song. And we spent a year straight going through names, and every one of them sucked. And then
it sounded good for a minute, and then a minute later it gets shot down. Like, nah, it's just not gonna work.
And one day we were listening to classic rock, and Bad Company is one of our favorite bands. Paul Rodgers is my top 5 favorite singers, and we were listening to Bad Company, and the song Bad Company came on, and this little line comes through that says,
Six Gun Sound.
thank you. And it was, Bobby kind of turned to me and he said, hey, Six Gun Sound, that's a good band name. And I thought about it for a second, and I said, no, that sucks, that'll never work. I said, it's too long, it's just not gonna work. But for lack of any more better ideas, it stuck. And I still don't know how I feel about the name, but now people have started to like it.
And somehow, when we named the band Six Gun Sound and we really started writing our original tunes, it was just like the name fit the band so much. It comes from a classic rock song. We are very, very much influenced by classic rock. We have a lot of it in our music, and we're not ashamed of it either. When the name and the music really came together, it was like there's something special going on here, you know?
You can definitely follow the band. We're very active on the internet. We got sixgunsoundtheband.com. You can hit us up on Facebook, Six Gun Sound. You can also follow us on Twitter at Six Gun Sound, twitter.com. We're very active. We're going to be out there plugging away, putting up show updates and new pictures and video. There's always new stuff to look at, and there's always craziness going on at Six Gun Sound shows. Just make sure you follow us. We're out there and you can find us. We'd love to hear what you think of the music, and maybe contact us about coming to a show, or maybe we'll come to you. You never know. So check us out. Yeah, we got a big shout out we want to definitely give out to HD Publications. They're going to be doing lots of video for us. They're about to shoot one of our new music videos, which you should be enjoying real soon.
It's called Soul Down River.
Soul Down River. We got a lot of things in store with these guys, so big shout out to HD Publications.
Let me go.